All right. So how's it going tonight? I don't have a lot of cameras on. Let me fix this real quick. I just tapped my camera over here. There we go. Hold on, I'll be right back. There we go. Get the lights on so you can see and I can see. Okay, so tonight we're supposed to be doing songwriting, right? So let's look at the schedule real quick. So today's Friday already. Wow, this week went by so fast. It's just amazing. So songwriting jam session. But tonight I thought I would talk about some other stuff first. You know, songwriting, there's a lot of things that go into it besides just songwriting. And first off, you're on the nights that we do production, you can learn about DAWs and stuff like that. And we'll cover that then. Okay, so personally, I have I I don't know, I write in different ways, but right here, this is probably your best, unless you love to write, you can write it down too, but your best friend right here when it comes to songwriting. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let me whoops, let me see. I have like the one you write, and then I also have um notes that save to uh where are they? There it is. That save to voice. So I'm just gonna see. So I have like a voice recorder. You can't. There we go. A voice recorder, right? And and I don't know how I can really share this. I guess I could. I don't have that on. This doesn't even have that. Oh yeah, it does. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I think I'll just put it right inside the mic and see how it does. All right. So if that doesn't do well, I can always use the other mic. All right. But for now, we're just gonna let's see, desktop audios. Oh, I do got Sapphire right here. I could use the Sapphire. And I have to turn on the 48 volt. Oh, it's not working. It's working in there, but it's not picking it up there. That's for sure. Um, I don't know why. Let's see. Just chatting. Stream. I know I used to have it hooked up there. Here, check. No, it's not coming in. That's strange. Let me check my settings on it real quick. See what's going on. ProWrite audio. It says it's set up. I don't remember. And it's definitely going in, out, in. I can see the light flashing. So I'll just try to do it over this thing like I was going to. Let's see. Lock mode, vertical layout, properties, rename, hide. Nope. All right. All right. So anyway, so whenever I have inspiration is really the hardest thing, right? It's the hardest thing. And so let's look here. I'm going to see what I got here. Dream. Okay. That one's not it. Message. These are all preached messages. I put them down too, but I know there's some music too. Faith Abides, annual meeting. Not that one. Well, just something. Hey, base. So, yeah, two. I just want to hold you now. I just want to feel you close to me. All right. So you get the idea. So whenever I have an inspiration, I try to record it so I don't forget it. Right. That is so important because you tend to, when you're doing instantaneous stuff, you tend to forget things. At least I do. And so if I don't make some kind of note somewhere about where I'm inspired and what the words are or what the chord progression is or something, then I will forget it. Um, Another thing that I use, I don't know if I can see if it's in here still. Let me look. Haven't used it in a while because I haven't been writing any lyrics, but there's like this lyric helper thing. Uh, I must have deleted it. I'll make sure I'll get it. I'll get it for you later. But there's like a lyric app. There's several in your phone that you can use that, you don't want to really use usually what it says, but maybe it'll help you to have inspiration, and that sort of thing. Once you have your song and you have the lyrics to it and you put it together, uh, then you have several options. Now, if you're a person that you're a person that wants to do all the things yourself like me, and I try to do them, and I mean, I start from start to finish. When I make my music, I do it all, right? And then and once in a while I'll send it off to somebody to double check it. And let me see if I can find, I'm right in the middle of creating stuff, so I have a ton of windows open. But let me see. Let's see what I can find here. If I can sign in, I know I'm on here. Um, I never even, I joined all these things. Oh, that's create my account, so that must not be me. Sure, let's try it again. I must have signed in using. Let's see if I signed in using Facebook. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna switched my view over. So this is something that you can use, Fiber, and or there's a couple others, right? And people that I have used before. So I don't remember saving her, but I must have saved her, right? Taylor. And I must have because I liked her voice, because sometimes I write music and I need a female vocal. And so I look and see what I can find. Right. So but if you need mix down, mixing and mastering, see that? So it ranges in all kinds of prices, right? This is really cheap. Now, let me say this. You get what you pay for, right? You're not gonna get um a job that you would expect from a real famous mix down that works for Universal Audio or somebody, right? Tower Records or something. You're just not gonna get that quality, right? And sometimes you get even less than what you expect. Uh, but usually it's been my experience that you can go back and say, "Hey, I'm not happy with what that is," and they'll redo it. And so, like, you got all kinds of people ranging from like, here's a guy who says he's gonna do it for under $40. Let's look at what he says. What he'll do for basic mastering only. Okay, so he'll master your track for $30, right? So that's after mixing. So mixing only $80, right? You can't with one revision, right? Um, that one sort of scares me because the only one revision I had a person actually I sent off my music because I was having troubles and have time and to have them remix it for me. And they sent it back to me without any of the vocals or anything in it. And right. And I had to work with them and it took like five revisions before that person got it to where I was happy with it. So needless to say, but normally they'll work with you, right? So $100 for mixing and mastering, right? So that is an option. Another option for you, if you do not mix yourself, um, is to go to Suno, which I haven't personally tried it yet, but I know people that have, and this will make a professionally sounding. I mean, this type of stuff is going to put uh, musicians and studio artists out of business, right? Because this is crazy. Say I want to do write a song, right? Is anybody there listening to me? I don't see any anybody in chat room yet. But say I want to write a song, and I'm gonna say the Lord is the Lord has. I'll say the Lord has forgiven me, and now I am alive. Right. So I just put that in there, and I'm gonna hit create. And look at this. I didn't have to sign up or anything. Right? Didn't have to sign up or anything. So let me go over here and unlock this so that you can hear it. Hopefully. Oh, look, see, now it's going to make me sign up. So create an account. I'll see if I can just create an account real quick this way. I've never, just going to skip all that. What genres are you into? They got a lot of stuff. I like dubstep. I like lo-fi. I don't see Christian on here. Right? Social media pop. Yeah, that's funny. Dance pop. Let's go ahead and pick that one too. Rockabilly, trance, synthwave, techno, ambient, techno, Afro beats are usually pretty cool. See, this is a terrible or create your own Christian worship. Worship. There we go. Next. Username. Oh gosh, I don't even want to. I think I'm just gonna leave that just like that because I don't want to put my music name in there. Oh, it's gonna make me put my birth date in. So I'm gonna switch real quick for a second because I don't want you guys to know that. That'd be terrible. But I could have skipped it. All right. Describe your song. Well, I don't have the lyrics. I didn't write down the lyrics, but I'm looking. Oh, yeah. Thank you. But I'm looking at here's some that other people have written, right? So I'm just gonna play it for us.
I walk through shadows, deep and wide, with every step. My hope had died.
Some of those I don't like. You know, they just sound weird.
I walk through shadows, deep and wide. With every step, my hope had died.
So we did that just so that you can see that if you are a person that has no musical talent whatsoever and you are just a lyricist, right? You can go ahead and use something like Suno and it's going to pre-mix it. Will it be radio ready? Probably not, but it'll be internet ready, right? And don't forget though that right now they are going through all kinds of copyright stuff and Suno. I know that one girl lawyer for music, she found that Suno sometimes is trying to get the rights to the music that the AI created. And so, or something like that. So, you know, you're sort of gambling, you're throwing the dice here. You're throwing the dice here when you use this, right? But it's pretty cool. It's something. I didn't put my music name there because that's not me. All right. So another thing that is good, I know somewhere here. Hold on, I'm gonna switch this back for a second while I look and see if I can find. I had a class set up, music sites maybe. Let's see, sound cards, worship. Yeah, full circle. There we go. Let's see if this is still accessible. Email. See if let me log in. Didn't let me in. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so there are a ton of courses out there, and and it's an option to do it this way if you don't know what you're doing. And so I purchased this one, Seth Mosley. He's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's pretty basic. And he goes through all kinds of stuff. You see these are all classes, right? So the introduction, the big why. I'm not gonna play any of these because I don't want to copyright infringe, but I can show you the page, right? Um so 7 ways to start a song, right? Uh the musical theme, synth hook, drum beat, guitar riff, vocal hook, lyric, song title, right? All that stuff. Uh Movies, books, talks, right? I don't know if I would agree with all that. I've watched this and I remember I didn't agree with all that stuff unless you're writing like sync music, right? Sync music is a type of music that you really aren't really going by your heart's inspiration. You're going by whatever they want you to write. You know, you usually get, um, I'll show you one, in fact. Right. So anyway, this is full circle music. And for the price, it's not bad. I don't know what they're charging for today. When I bought it, I bought a lifetime membership. And let me see. We'll see if they have a products page for you. No. So whoop, I don't want to show you all that. All right. So that's um hold on, and I'll switch over and pull out something else. You know what? I'll go to just Song Trader. You will Chrome. Oh, I'm on this, and that's right. Let's see. Notice this song chart. I don't want to learn more right now. All right. Let me see. Music wanted. That's what I want to look at. Wow, there is no music winning. Oh, it's because I'm not a pro member anymore. Oh, there it goes. Opportunities. No, that's not it. Oh, I got $10 in there. Woohoo. All right. So I think because I finally opted out of the pro on this one, that they aren't letting me look at that. So let me look at something else. You're not seeing this anyway right now. It's called, it's called music. Um, Something is called. What's it called? Sites. Well, I'm having troubles finding it. Supervisor. So I want music. Music. Super. Trying to help you to see what. Ooh, I think I forgot my password. It's been so long since I signed in here. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Upload tracks, heard, searched hits, pitch stats. See if they got anything. Wow, look at that. Even this is falling out. Okay, here we go. Direct pitch alerts, opportunity alerts. How come I'm not seeing any though? I guess it's really affecting. Well, I guess I can't show you what I wanted to show you. See, it's tells me that it's going out, you know? Ooh, internships. What's that? Okay. Anyway, well, I was going to show you a pitch, right? But for some reason, all of them, there's no music being pitched on, even on Music Supervisor, which is really strange. I'm not understanding it really, why there is nothing there. There usually is always something there. They might have, I also canceled the pro account there as well because I'm just not focused on music right now. But I'm not seeing anywhere that people are pending tracks. Alan, where is the opportunities? If- I could do a search for it real quick. It's just Google sheet there. Um, let's see. It's just not here. Says it's available, but it's just not available. I don't know what's going on. If they don't have any anything for TV and film right now, or what's going on? That's weird. Huh. And only 6 of my tracks are there out of the 50 that I had. Oh, that's 6 pages. Okay, there we go. Well, I got a lot more heard than I used to have, but nobody ever hires them out. That's why I quit. But they get heard. Here, let me just go ahead and switch this over so you can at least see that much. All right, so here I am on musicsupervisor.com. This is the one I was part of. I'm also part of several others. But so here's all my music is right here, and it shows you how many. That one was heard twice. These are all heard for a certain thing, and but they weren't selected. Lonely Sonata, all my music that I have just on this one site. 9 times New Day Dawning. That's my newest hit. Newest thing. It was actually forwarded once. See that? But it still wasn't selected. But I don't know. Usually there's a whole bunch of stuff right here that says they're looking for certain music, but I am not seeing it on here. I have to check my phone to see if it's there. Taxi. I used to be part of Taxi. I don't recommend it. It's very expensive. Super expensive, right? And so I got out of it, but it's like $300-$400 a year that you have to pay for it to be able to get your music submitted for sync licensing. And so that doesn't work out too well for me, right? When I'm paying all that money and I'm making nothing, I don't like that. So sync licensing. There's a guy though that I've been following for a long time, and he does a lot of free stuff. Sync Academy right here. This guy, I'm pretty sure I'm still in here. Let me switch this so I might be able to log in with Google. Let's see, or Facebook. Let me use Facebook because that's how I used to log into all these. I know I'm part of the, okay, so evidently I am still in here. All right. Oh, wait, that must not be the right one. It's trying to set me up a new thing here. So hold on, let me see. I'll try one more time. Let me switch this over so you can't see. I might have canceled it. I don't know. Approval pending. Okay, this is the one. For some reason, it's not letting me in anymore. But you can go to this guy, Sync Academy, and he's got a whole bunch of stuff online. I paid a lot of money for that Mighty Networks class. I'm wondering how come it's not letting me in there. So I could maybe let me look to maybe I'm signing in with the wrong thing. Mighty Networks. There it is. Hello. Nothing. Sync. Lights. Music suits licensing. It's like they all been deleted. I don't know why. Let me check here. I remember it used to Why is it? It gives me something, but then it won't open. Update. So, alrighty. There you go. I'll have to check that out some other time. But I said all that to say this: songwriting. We're not really jamming today. We're just talking about songwriting a little bit. And so sync licensing used to be how you could make some money doing it, doing stuff, or making beats and selling them. Actually, you can make some beats and sell them. That's a pretty good way to make money if you're a good beat maker. Excuse me. There's there used to be one called something. Let me see if I can find it. It's been so long since I've pushed this stuff through. Spotify, KVR, Sing Summit, Food Drivel. Well, um, there was one that was just really good for selling beats, but I can't remember what it was though. So I'm sorry. Maybe you know what it is. All right. So once you have all of your songs made, you have to create and you have it ready to go. You have to distribute it. So when you distribute it, there's several things that you have to do. Well, you could use a distributor like DistroKid or TuneCore or any of those. And I would actually recommend using some of those, not all of them. Um, but some are better than others. I know that I chose DistroKid originally because it was linked to Spotify and it would help me get plays on Spotify. But for every time Spotify plays your song, you get like 7/10,000th of a cent. It's almost nothing. You have to really get a lot of plays to make any money at all on Spotify. And so that's why, and if you remember, they had a lot of artists that were not allowing their music to be played on Spotify. And that's why, because they don't pay nothing. And today, boy, it's sad, but today's music industry is really getting very difficult to make a living. So it's really comes down to who you know more than what you can do. Because if you know somebody that's willing to put your music into a movie or something, if you know a music supervisor or somebody that is willing to help you out, you have a lot better chances. I tried for years to get my music into movies and sync and never had any luck. And my music's not the best, but it's not that bad either. And some of it was definitely worthy of being in background music and stuff, but it never was chosen. So for sync, you know, that doesn't mean I haven't given up totally on sync licensing and stuff, but I'm definitely not making I made some money. I mean, not a lot, but I made some money with my music, but not enough to live on, not even close to enough to live on. And most of the people that are making money in sync are not doing it with their music. They're selling classes on how to do sync and stuff like that. So now for some reason it does better if you're in Europe. You do a lot better over in Europe with your music than for those of us that are in the US. For some reason, US artists is super difficult to get your music out there. But I know that I was watching a guy that had a studio and was making music um, in Germany, and he was able to make a living. I mean, he even got royalties and stuff, and end up putting together a studio and everything. But you know, okay, so music writing. Um, I wanted to talk about also before we quit the last little thing. So here, let me go over to DistroKid. That's where I have my music at SongTrader and DistroKid. See if I can find me at SongTrader. And I have a bunch of music there. I used to be able to have a playlist. I don't know where my playlist, y- if I'm not paying their $80 a year, they, they really limit you, right? So here, I'll switch over. So for instance, here's my Song Trader, and I liked Song Trader. They done a good job of putting my music out there, and they give you sync opportunities and distribution opportunities. Did I ever make any money with them? No. Well, I think $10, $20, you know. And look, this is my son's song, and it done pretty good, but all this music that I wrote, you know, all this music I put out. And well, it pretty much went nowhere. I mean, I done it. I enjoyed making it, and that's the reason why you make it, I guess. But as far as making a living off of it, it didn't work for me. And now I'm too old to really go out on the road and tour or anything, right? So that didn't work out too well. Um, I thought I put all right, whatever. And then I also have over at DistroKid, and that's probably where I'm gonna oh, I think I just signed in with the wrong account. Let me look. Yeah, I did. Let's try that. No, well, maybe see if that's it. Nope, that's not it. Which one did I choose? They're both the same, so all right. Oh, that's Facebook. Boy, I'm just having all kinds of luck. Huh. Let's try one more time. There it is right there. Sign in. Google. Let's go here. It's probably where I'm at. Yeah. All right. So here, this one also. So I have 5 of my songs listed over here instead of over there, and I'll eventually switch them all over here. But so they distribute, they make it available on all these platforms, and there's a lot of them, right? And so it gets played in whatever, and then it pays you, right? I got like $7 in here that I made off all those. Tons of money. Here's the song that is, well, you can go on YouTube and listen to it, was my last release. New Day Donnie, and Mary Lee, I actually found on Fiverr, right? So to sing the song. All right. So there's other things that you need. Um, you also need to choose how you're going to collect your royalties. So there's agencies, BMI is one, or ASCAP is another. I'm with ASCAP. And then there's Song Trust and something else I forget to try to collect overseas. So far, uh, I've got no money from any of those companies. I think there's some money in my I haven't checked it in a long time, right? But in my royalties account, but it's like I said, it's I say all that to say this. Uh you go for it. I mean, chase your dream to be a musician and write songs. And if you use songs as therapy, that's even better. Writing songs. Um, but have a backup plan because it's going to take a while uh, without backing. I mean, or without major backing to get anywhere. I started my journey with professional recording and this um, probably in 2004, 2006. I don't know, somewhere around there. And when I bought my first Pro Tools pack, I think it was 2006. And I'd been playing and writing for years before that. But when I first started actually mixing and using a computer to market my music and everything, it's 21 years now, or 20 years, 19 years, right? And I have a lot of music out there, and I know a lot about the process, but uh, you know, I must have missed it somewhere. I don't know. But I hope you don't. I hope you have a blessed day and are able to learn from my mistakes. All right. So that's the show tonight. And I never got anybody that was talking to me on there. So I guess I done it myself. All right. So that's okay. Maybe someone will watch it later and go from there. Let me go over here.